Imagine a card that gets you free food and drink and the best service at any restaurant you walk into. Fantasy? No, there is such a card, but restaurant owners are furious about it. Consumer reporter John Matarese explains why, so you don't waste your money.
If you own a restaurant, there are few things as harmful as a bad review. It can hurt business and send customers somewhere else. That's why many restaurant owners are upset with a new restaurant review program that some are calling a form of extortion.
We're going to get this menu out of the way for you, and it'll be up in just a moment.
Going out for a meal isn't cheap, and we all want good service. But now there's a little black card that says, "Treat me well or else." And it has restaurant owners like Joe Santorelli worried.
And I think that's the scariest part of it, to say, you know, if I don't take extra special care of a certain guest, how is that going to come back and hurt me in the future?
He's talking about something called the reviewer card. According to the guy behind the idea, it pretty much guarantees you better service and freebies because it indicates you're going to write an online review. The card is far from free. It'll cost you $100 to become a, quote, reviewer. But that's not why the restaurant industry worries.
It's pretty much a form of extortion.
Eileen Ross, a former chef and caterer, doesn't hold back about how she feels.
Who's the fool? You know, the guy that started it, or the people that are going to pay him $100 for that?
Some call the reviewer card extortion, others a threat. Forbes magazine just calls it a terrible idea.
I just don't like the idea of somebody saying, hey, give me some freebies.
Absolutely. I think when people go out to dine, they expect that because that's the nature of the business, and I don't think there's any need for it to be to force the issue or extort that kind of stuff.
Want good service? Ross says you don't need a card. Just look your waiter or waitress in the eye and put down the cell phone.
If you're a restaurant goer, remember to take all online reviews with a grain of salt. The most flattering ones might be written by the owners themselves, the worst by competitors or someone who didn't get a free meal. That way you don't judge on the basis of one bad review and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.